Hey wrestling fans, welcome to another episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic for January 30th, 2022. I'm your host Lance Brock, back again after, unfortunately, another, this time though, short absence. And I know I keep saying I want to do more, and this year I do. Hopefully I will keep that New Year's resolution of mine to keep doing more episodes and focus more on the podcast and make it better than it's ever been. So hopefully, keep our fingers crossed. Hopefully that will happen this year in 2022. Hopefully it will. Like I said, fingers crossed, everybody. And tonight, gonna talk about last night's Royal Rumble from WWE, available on Peacock here in the United States and the WWE Network everywhere else. Well, also starting last night, available now on Disney Plus in Indonesia. But before I get to last night's Royal Rumble, I just want to talk about something real quick, and that was Game Changer Wrestling's World on GCW, their big show. I watched it, and I wanted to do a recap on it, do a podcast, but unfortunately, I never got around to it. Like I said, another little short absence again, and maybe I'll do an Unleashed episode and talk about it sometime in the future, but who knows. But real quick, I just want to say I didn't really think it was that great. I usually try not to be too negative, and I wouldn't say it was a bad show, but it definitely wasn't really that good. There was a couple good matches about it, like the Lucha style match. That was very good. And just, I don't know, just felt a little flat, a little disappointing to me. So now let's get on to last night, WWE Royal Rumble, live from St. Louis, Missouri, the Dome at America's Center, and the commentary tonight, representing Raw, Jimmy Smith, Byron Saxton, and Corey Graves, representing Friday Night SmackDown, Michael Cole, and Pat McAfee. And we start things off with the WWE Universal Championship match. Roman Reigns taking on Seth Rollins, who goes old school, I guess you could say, with the Shield entrance. And let me just say, I thought this was great. I loved that Seth Rollins did that entrance. The Shield, they recently brought up when Seth Rollins turned heel, joined the Authority, turning his back on Roman Reigns and Jon Moxley, Dean Ambrose at the time. Actually, Seth Rollins did refer to him as Mox on SmackDown recently, and I believe I heard Pat McAfee also refer to him as Mox on the pay-per-view last night, or excuse me, Premium Live Event. They're called now. So let's get on to the match. I thought the match was good. It went 14 minutes, 25 seconds. The finish, in my opinion, though, was a little disappointing. We see Roman Reigns with the guillotine submission, and then the referee goes to check on Rollins, and then when the raises the arm, and when the arm goes down, it goes over the bottom rope, and Reigns doesn't break the hold at the 5 count, and he gets himself disqualified. So, winner of the match, Seth Rollins, but still Universal Champion Roman Reigns. And like I said, good match, but I just thought the finish was a little disappointing, to be honest. And next up, we have the women's 30-woman Royal Rumble match. And we're starting things off with the returning Sasha Banks, who's been off recently, and Melina. Melina was really emotional, actually, to be back. She looked like she was about to start crying. Actually, I think she might have cried a little bit, but she didn't last long. Banks eliminates her less than a minute. Number 3, Tamina Snuka. Number 4, Kelly. Number 5, Aaliyah, the former Jasmine, who, as I mentioned, if you're here in Michigan and you're a fan of Clash Wrestling, you know her pretty well. Number 6, Liv Morgan. Number 7, Queen Zelina. Our second elimination is next. Sasha Banks is eliminated by Queen Zelina. Number 8, Bianca Belair. Number 9, Dana Brooke. Number 10, the wife of The Undertaker, Michelle McCool. Kelly is eliminated by Tamina. Number 11, Sonia Deville. Number 12, Natalya Neidhart. Tamina is eliminated by Natalya, her partner and friend. Number 13, Cameron from the Funkadactyls, I should say, came out with the Brodus Clay music and everything. And Sonia Deville, who did not get in the ring, but instead went on commentary for a little bit. Since Cameron is Naomi's good friend, former partner, went in there, attacked her, eliminated her, and then Naomi came out, and then Naomi eliminated Sonia, and I know what they were going for here, going after her partner, or Sonia going after Naomi's partner, I should say. But I thought this would have been a little better if they're both in the ring at the same time, or went face to face, and then maybe hugged or something, and then Sonia came in the ring, and then attacked Cameron, and then eliminated her, and then Naomi eliminates Sonia. I think it would have been a little better. Just my opinion, though. Number 15, Carmella. Number 16, Rhea Ripley. Selena and Carmella are eliminated by Ripley. Number 17, Charlotte Flair. She eliminates Aaliyah. Naomi eliminated by Charlotte, and Sonia on the outside pulls her out. Number 18, Ivory. And it is the Right to Censor Ivory. She comes out cutting one of the Right to Censor promos, and she is immediately eliminated by Rhea Ripley. Very good performance. I know it wasn't much at all. All she did was talk, but she did great. Ivory, definitely thumbs up for Ivory. Number 19, Brie Bella. Number 20, the Impact Wrestling Knockouts champion, Mickie James. And she eliminates Michelle McCool, getting revenge from the Piggy James that McCool and Layla did back in the day. Number 21, Alicia Fox. 22, Nikki A.S.H., almost a superhero. Number 23, Summer Rae. And right when she gets in the ring, her and Natty, she slaps Natty and they have a slap exchange. Which is a reference to Total Divas. There was an episode where Summer Rae slapped Natty, made her nose bleed. If you remember that episode, I'm guessing that was a reference to that. Anyway, number 24, Nikki Bella. Alicia Fox is eliminated by the Bellas. Number 25, Sarah Logan of the former Riot Squad. Sonia Deville is eliminated by the Bellas, and so is Liv Morgan. Number 26, Lita, and Mickie James is eliminated by Lita now. Number 27, our second superhero in the match, Mighty Molly. And right off, before she gets in the ring, though, she's attacked by Nikki ASH, and then immediately thrown out. And I apologize for eating. Sorry. Just some M&M's, though. Not sponsored by M&M's, but if they want to sponsor the podcast, feel free. Number 28, the returning Rowdy Ronda Rousey. She eliminates Nikki Ash and Nikki Bella. Number 29, Shotzi Blackheart, and Rousey eliminates Brie Bella. Number 30, Shayna Baszler, and Shotzi Blackheart is eliminated by Ronda Rousey. Natalya by Bianca Belair. Lita is thrown out by Charlotte. Ripley by Charlotte. Belair by Charlotte. Not repeating this year. And the winner, eliminating Charlotte Flair, Ronda Rousey, at 59 minutes, 40 seconds. Just about 15 seconds short of an hour. And I thought this women's battle royal this year was very good. And I enjoyed it. Not too surprised Ronda Rousey winning, because over the weekend there were rumors about her being one of the surprise appearances. And it wasn't really too much of a surprise that she won. And once again, I apologize for the eating. I know John Pollock from Post Wrestling isn't going to be a fan of this. But he doesn't listen anyway, so that's fine. The Raw Women's Championship match is up next. Doudrop taking on Becky Lynch. Big Time Bex. Not a bad match, I thought, here. It could have been better, but as Becky Lynch getting the win and retaining at 12 minutes 53 seconds. And now we have the WWE Championship match. Bobby Lashley taking on Brock Lesnar. Good match. And then we see Roman Reigns get involved, attack Lesnar, and then Paul Heyman give Reigns, the Universal Championship. Hits Brock Lesnar with it. Bobby Lashley gets the win once again to become the WWE Champion as the Almighty Era resumes. 10 minutes, 16 seconds. And stay tuned to later on in the premium live event. Have to get used to saying that. And I have to admit here, up until now, this was a good show. I was really into it. And I was expecting the men's Royal Rumble to be next. And then I realized I forgot all about the mixed tag team match. And now it's time for the Miz and Maurice versus Edge and Beth Phoenix, the It couple versus the Grit couple. And this one, I want to say it was a great match, but it was pretty good, and it was better than I thought it would be. These four actually worked well together, and the Miz and Maurice hit Edge with a double skull crushing finale, and the finish sees Edge and Phoenix hit the Miz with a double spear, and then double glam slams for the win. 12 minutes, 26 seconds, Edge and Beth Phoenix victorious. Like I said, this was a better match than I thought it was going to be honest. I want to say it was a great match or anything really spectacular, but definitely decent, good match. And now it is time for the Men's Royal Rumble. And we start off with number one of my picks, one of my favorite wrestlers, the phenomenal AJ Styles. And number 2, Shinsuke Nakamura. 3, Austin Theory. 4, Robert Roode. And we get a face-to-face between Roode and Styles, which results in a TNA chant from the St. Louis crowd. Of course, history between these two in TNA Impact Wrestling, and Roode is eliminated by Styles. Number 5, Ridge Holland. Nakamura is eliminated by Styles. Number 6, Montez Ford. Number 7, Damian Priest. Number 8, Sami Zayn. Number 9, Johnny Knoxville. And as I expected, he wasn't very long, but I was surprised though that I thought for sure they were going to let Knoxville eliminate Sami Zayn or get at least one elimination, but that was not to be. Sami Zayn eliminates Knoxville. Styles eliminates Zayn. Number 10, Angelo Dawkins. Number 11, Omos, the Giant, in this year's Rumble, eliminates Dawkins and Ford, both of the Street Profits. Number 12, Ricochet. Number 13, Chad Gable. Damian Priest is eliminated by Omos. 14, Dominic Mysterio. Omos is eliminated by AJ Styles actually with a phenomenal forearm. Dominic Mysterio is eliminated by Happy Corbin. Number 15, Happy Corbin, and then Dominic is eliminated. I had that a little backwards there. Sorry about that. And Ricochet is also eliminated by Happy Corbin. Number 16, Dolph Ziggler. Austin Theory is eliminated by AJ Styles. Number 17, Sheamus. Number 18, Rick Boogs. And he eliminates Chad Gable. Number 19, Madcap Moss. Styles is eliminated by Moss here. Disappointing in my opinion. I wasn't expecting him to have Styles win, but I was really hoping they would have had him in there for longer. I know 29 minutes, but maybe close to 30-something, 40 minutes, 35, 40. And number 20, Matt Riddle. Rick Boogs is eliminated by Happy Corbin. Number 21, the returning Drew McIntyre. He eliminates Moss and Corbin. Number 22, Kevin Owens. Number 23, Rey Mysterio. Number 24, Kofi Kingston. And here, poor Kofi Kingston, unfortunately, he's eliminated by Kevin Owens, excuse me. And I think this was going to be the usual spot where he just escapes elimination. Owens tosses him out and he goes to land on the barricade, but his feet touch the floor. And they showed the replay. It was just too obvious that his feet hit the floor. So Kofi Kingston eliminated by Kevin Owens. Number 25, Otis. Number 26, Big E. Number 27, Bad Bunny. Then he eliminates Sheamus and Dolph Ziggler. Number 28, Shane McMahon. Otis eliminates Rey Mysterio. Shane eliminates Kevin Owens. Number 29, St. Louis's own, the Viper Randy Orton. RK Bro eliminates Big E and Gable and Otis. Number 30. Let me just start off. After the first match, or not the first match, but I take that back, but after the WWE Championship match, I was afraid this would happen. I wanted to be wrong, but I was afraid it would happen, and unfortunately I was right. Number 30, Brock Lesnar, and he eliminates Randy Orton, Bad Bunny, Matt Riddle, Shane McMahon, and the winner of the 2022 Royal Rumble, Brock Lesnar, 51 minutes, 13 seconds. Like I've said, I usually try not to be too negative on things, but, and maybe I'm the only one who knows, but I've had enough of Brock Lesnar, and like I said, I expected it to happen, but was hoping I was going to be wrong. But after the WWE Championship match, after Roman Reigns costing Brock Lesnar, and then Heyman leaving with Roman Reigns, I started thinking, great, now they're going to have Lesnar come back in the Rumble, win it, then have that match at WrestleMania, and halfway right so far. It's not official for WrestleMania yet, so we will just have to wait and see what happens. So that was the 2022 Royal Rumble, and honestly, overall, other than the disappointment of Brock Lesnar winning, and another thing I was kind of surprised about in the Rumble was the Mysterios. They had this build-up for weeks. They made it look like either Dominic was going to eliminate Rey, or Rey was going to eliminate Dominic. But then they weren't even in the ring at the same time. So I didn't really understand that, because they were building that up so much. And then poor Kofi Kingston, unfortunately, we're not gonna know how he was gonna get back in the ring, and too bad for him, unfortunately. But overall, I thought it was a pretty good show. I've seen online some negative reactions about it, and the men's one, I've seen some people say it was boring, it was too slow, it was too whatever, but I thought, yeah, it was slow-paced, the normal, no real big surprises, but I don't think of that as a bad thing. I still thought it was pretty good, in just my opinion. So overall, I want to say it was a great show, but it was still good enough, just barely a thumbs up. I am going to give it a thumbs up, but because it was good, and I enjoyed it. About a 4-hour show, and hopefully everybody else enjoyed it. I mean, I know some didn't, but hopefully everybody listening to this podcast right now enjoyed it. Let me know what you think at 360wrestlingpodcast@gmail.com, the email. And remember, like 360 Wrestling Podcast on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff. And you can support 360 Wrestling Podcast if you can at anchor.fm/360-wrestling-podcast. 360, always put it in the description. If you can, you don't have to, but if you can help out a little bit. Also, subscribe to the new 360 Wrestling Podcast YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, comment, and click that bell. Notification bell? I think it is, right? Yes, I believe. So, do all that stuff. And I hope to be back soon with all of you right here on 360 Wrestling Fanatic. Hope to have Unleashed maybe off Thursday back soon. And thank you for tuning in to tonight's episode, everybody. Until the next one, I am Lance, and I am a Wrestling Fanatic.